As we have learned, the phenomenon of gravitation was discovered by Sir Isaac Newton. Newton thought that if the force of gravitation acts on apples on the tree at different heights from the surface of the earth, can it also act on objects at even greater heights, much further away from the earth, like for example, the moon? Can it act on even further objects like the other planets and the sun? What are circular motion and centripetal force? The component of force acting on an object in curvilinear motion is directed toward the axis of rotation or center of curvature. Centripetal means center-seeking, that is, the object tries to go towards the center of the circle because of this force. Kepler's laws. In astronomy, Kepler's laws of planetary motion are three scientific laws describing the motion of planets around the Sun. Kepler's first law, the law of orbits. Kepler's second law, the law of equal areas. Kepler's third law, the law of periods. Kepler's first law, the orbit of a planet is an ellipse with the Sun at one of the foci. The figure shows the elliptical orbit of a planet revolving around the Sun. The position of the Sun is indicated by S. Kepler's second law. The line joining the planet and the Sun sweep equal areas in equal intervals of time. A, B and C, D are distances covered by the planet in equal time. That is, after equal intervals of time, the positions of the planets starting from A and C are shown by B and D respectively. Kepler's third law. The square of the planet's revolution time around the Sun is directly proportional to the cube of the mean distance of a planet from the Sun. Thus, if r is the mean distance of the planet from the Sun and t is its period of revolution, then t square is directly proportional to r cube. That is, t square divided by r cube is equal to the constant and it is denoted as k. Newton's universal law of gravitation. According to this theory, every object in the universe attracts every other object with a definite force. This force is directly proportional to the product of the masses of the two objects and is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. The figure shows two objects with masses m1 and m2 kept at a distance, d, from each other. Mathematically, the gravitational force of attraction between these two bodies can be written as F directly proportional to m1 into m2 divided by d square. We can write it as F equals the g into m1 into m2 divided by d square, where g is gravitation constant, Earth's gravitational force. The Earth attracts every object near it towards itself because of the gravitational force. The center of mass of the Earth is situated at its center, so the gravitational force on an object due to the Earth is always directed towards the center of the Earth. Because of this force, an object falls vertically downwards on the Earth. Gravitational potential energy. The energy stored in an object because of its position or state is called potential energy. This energy is relative and increases as we go to greater heights from the surface of the Earth. When an object is at a height h from the surface of the Earth, its potential energy is here. M and r are Earth's mass and radius respectively.